worst property that you could ever buy? Well, before I tell you that, I want to talk about what makes a good property. Now, the first thing that makes a good property from an investment perspective is land. Land content. Why is land so important? It's important because that's what gives the value. It is land that goes up in value. It's actually not the building that's sitting on top of it. It's the land that goes up in value. What's the next thing? Growth. Now, when we talk about growth, in order to have growth, you've got to have more demand than you have supply. Otherwise, it doesn't go up in value because you end up with too many properties, no one wants to buy them, and what happens when that goes on? It goes down in value. Now, as you all know, some areas go up more than others, and there's theory behind that. But what's the next thing that constitutes a good property? And that is return. How do you get above average returns? How do you get your property to produce more income than the banks, than shares, than any other property out there? The worst property you can buy doesn't have any of that. And what's the last thing? The last thing is control. The thing about control is that you need to be able to predict what your property is going to do, what your money is going to do. Because you're putting your hard-earned money into something, you want to be able to have a fair degree of certainty as what it's going to do. How much is it going to earn? How much is it going to go up in value? How long are you going to have this kind of return on it? If you're wondering who I am and why you should listen to me, my name is Dempna Boholt. I'm a retired accountant and economist, author of 10 property and wealth creation books, founder of I Love Real Estate with over 10,000 plus members, mum of 3 amazing children. But most important of all, I've used these exact strategies and secrets to replace my income using real estate. Now, back to the class. So what's this property I'm talking about? Let me tell you, it is off the plan apartments. So let me show you. Does it have a land content? Very little. Does it have growth? You are dictated by the demand and supply in the area, and at the moment, every major city around Australia is oversupplied in apartments, high-rise apartments off the plan. And what's going on in every city around Australia? We're getting more and more construction of exactly the same thing. So you're creating more of the glut. You are not going to get the kind of growth that you would get from other kinds of properties. And yield, there's no way to increase your yield. There's no way to be able to elevate the value, the return on your property as you can with other types of property. And as far as control is concerned, you've got none. The body corporate dictates to you, you've got the banks dictating to you, you've got every other owner in that apartment building dictating to you. So if somebody down the road or down the corridor, upstairs, downstairs, has wild parties every Saturday night, it devalues the value of your property. If someone decides to start selling drugs in your property, it devalues the value of your property, and you have no control over it. All of these factors come into what dictates a good property. What you need to do is to get yourself educated so you can buy the right kinds of property that give you the land content, that give you the growth, that give you the return, and ultimately give you the control. You should be able to do a feasibility study on your property and with a 10-degree margin of error, know exactly what it's going to be worth in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years' time, exactly what it's going to return you, exactly how much you're going to be declaring on your tax return as a profit. And yeah, you'll pay some tax, but you're going to get a profit. And that, my friend, once you start accumulating all of those little profits, guess what? Suddenly, then your job doesn't have to be there either. You have control over your future. You have control over your outcome. You don't have to be dictated to government, bank, boss. And that is why this is the kind of property you should never buy. I want to invite you to a special live online event coming up this week. It's called the Secrets of Property Summit. It's a brand new event full of urgent information and priceless content about what's happening in the Australian property cycle right now. There's a new window of opportunity emerging, and most investors wouldn't have a clue it exists, or even how to take advantage of it. But you need to hurry, because you've only got about 90 to maybe 180 days to act on it. But here's the good news. You can secure your seat to the Secrets of Property Summit for free by booking today. I'll be sharing my predictions for 2022, plus giving you my exact blueprint, strategy, tactics, and secrets that many of my members are using right now to accelerate and shorten their wealth creation journeys. I'm going to make sure you avoid the dumb traps which most investors fall into head first. These basic mistakes cost them hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars, and eventually stop their wealth creation journeys dead in their tracks. Also, by securing your free pass today, I'm gifting you a truckload of books, courses, and wealth building education valued at $699 for free. Now listen, It's worth attending just for the bonuses. But more importantly, you need to attend so you can exploit this 90 to 180 day profit and buying window of opportunity. Plus get my predictions for 2022, latest growth areas, where to buy, what to buy, how to find bargains, my exact game plan, and my step-by-step blueprint on how to create both cash flow and growth in 2022. Plus lots and lots of important current information. All you have to do right now is click on the link. Go to the events page and secure your free seats, plus the bonuses to the Secrets of Property Summit. Do it now before it's too late. Your future self will thank you for it.